make my day.
Welcome back, guys, to our 61st episode of our Pokemon Moon Nuzlocke series, and there is a lot that happened in between episodes. So much so that I hope I can remember to tell you everything. But let's start off with the fact that we changed up our party. I did put Finally in the graveyard. It was a very sad moment. And because we dropped him out of the team, I kind of reconstructed the party a little bit. So let me show you what we have now. So, we have our Torkoal that we caught over by the power plant. I did grind a tiny bit. I'd say like 10 minutes worth of grinding. So Torkoal leveled up, I think, 4 times. He started at 29, I believe. So yeah. I also went back and sold some items and bought some more of those TMs. I taught this guy Fire Blast. So let's take a look at his moves. Fire Blast, 110 power, 85% accuracy. And his ability is Drought. So as soon as he gets sent into the field, he starts the battle with Sunny Weather out. So Fire Blast gets powered up. Water moves are reduced power, which is good for him. And then also I taught him Solar Beam, because since he already has the Sunny Weather out, he can use this in one turn. So it's pretty incredible. It'll allow him to fight water types if he has to, which beat him. It'll allow him to fight rock types, which he's also weak to, ground types, which he's also weak to. So this is an incredible move. I definitely will probably never get rid of Solar Beam on him. It's a very good move for him. And then, if you look at his speed stat, 23. It is the most dismal speed stat. I mean, compare it to everyone else's. Okay, granted, he is lower level than everyone. But, I mean, so Alolan Golem is pretty dang slow, too. But nothing touches on Torkoal's speed. Very slow. So because of his slow speed, I taught him Gyro Ball. That was a TM we had. The power of Gyro Ball depends on how slow the user is compared to the opponent. Since he's pretty dang slow, this Gyro Ball is a steel move that will do pretty good damage every time. Then Curse, it's different depending on if the user is Ghost type or not. Since he's not Ghost type, it will lower his speed, which will make Gyro Ball do even more damage. And I'm not really worried about making him even slower because he's probably going to move last anyways. So it's essentially a free power-up because not only does it lower his speed, but it also increases his attack and defense. So attack will help with Gyro Ball, and defense obviously will just help him tank. He has a pretty good nature as well because he doesn't really use his attack stat a whole lot. It's mostly special. And his special defense is raised from his nature as well, which is pretty good because that's the defense he really needs help with. His natural defense is already very high. Then we still have our Oranguru. I ended up replacing, let's see, what was it? Oh, Foul Play. I ended up teaching him Shadow Ball just because I was really looking at it, and even though Foul Play had more power, it was really just based on the opponent's attack stat, and usually Oranguru is fighting special attackers, especially ghost types are usually special attackers. So I ended up just going with Shadow Ball. I figured I could probably do more damage with it if, you know, he's using his special attack stat. And then I gave him the Ghostium Z so that he can do extra damage to those ghost type Pokemon that he's fighting. I almost gave him Shattered Psyche again, but decided that the Ghost type Z move was better because he can already do a Mega Psychic attack when he powers up stored power. And then, by the way, I gave Torkoal a Quick Claw because he's so slow, and it just gives him a chance to attack first. It doesn't actually increase his speed stat. So, essentially, he has a chance to use Gyro Ball immediately, even though it's still slower. So, it's a pretty good combo. I did finally end up being able to max out Shelgon's friendship, so I taught him Draco Meteor. It's an incredible 130 power. So it's not using his attack stat, but that is an incredibly strong move, especially considering he gets a stab on that. That's 195 power, essentially, because he's getting a stab for that. And it does harshly lower his special attack stat after that, so Draco Meteor is only that strong on the first time you use it, and still pretty good the second time. But it's still really good, especially against wild Pokemon. You just one Draco Meteor and you're done. I did put Zygarde in the party. I gave him Ground EMZ to unleash very strong ground-type moves. I also was able to get him Draco Meteor because we had all those berries that increase friendship but lower EVs of a particular stat. Since I had never trained him, he didn't have any EVs to begin with, so I was able to get free friendship boosts without losing any EV stats by feeding him about 60 to 70 of those berries. It was a lot. So Draco Meteor, 1,000 Arrows is an incredible move because it does get to utilize his physical attack. The power and accuracy is really good there. And the best thing about 1,000 Arrows is that it actually can hit flying type Pokemon and Pokemon that have Levitate. So that's very, very good. And it's a signature move for him. In fact, these other 3 moves right here, the bottom 3, are signature moves for him that I had to teach him through the Zygarde Cube. I found all the Zygarde cores that I missed. One was in my house, one was in Hala's house, one was in Olivia's house. Yeah. Seemed like there was a theme of like important characters' homes is where those cores are. But Core Enforcer is 100 power, 100 accuracy, another really good move. It also eliminates the effect of the target's ability, which could be really useful for special enemies. And Extreme Speed, it's just a priority move, 80 power. It's only a normal type move, but still, 80 power priority move is actually really good. So there's that. I did end up teaching Golem Brick Break, just to switch it up a little bit, and then talk about switch up. I gave him Volt Switch because there's some really good strategies you can pull off with that. Since you can count on Golem pretty much always attacking last since his speed is so low, what you can do, so Volt Switch does damage and switches out Golem with another Pokemon in your party of your choice. So since you can count on him hitting last, what you can do is allow him to take a hit from whatever Pokemon as long as you feel comfortable with him tanking one hit. Then he'll use Volt Switch after that and switch into your other Pokemon, which essentially gives you a switch into another Pokemon without having that other Pokemon take a hit. So he kind of takes the hit for that Pokemon while still doing damage that turn. It's really good. Really good. That's why Volt Switch is very, very common in competitive play. And then I ended up keeping the same moves for Pisces. Still Fairy MZ. Okay, so that's the breakdown for our team now. I know that was kind of a lot to digest. But yeah. I looked ahead, or I didn't even have to look ahead. I just remembered the composition, the type composition for the Elite Four, and I was trying to revolve our team around the Elite Four. I wanted to be able to beat the Elite Four with the type matchups that we have, and I think we're pretty well prepared for that. So I'm here at Route 16. I did catch the Gumshoos here during the daytime, by the way, while I was doing all this stuff. So now I'm here at Route 16. I can actually upgrade our Zygarde, which I'm totally going to do now. So let's do it. Assembly, using Zygarde and the Zygarde Cube. Okay, please select Zygarde. So we're going to choose our level 30 Zygarde, 10% form. And the 40% stored in the Zygarde Cube will be used to assemble Zygarde 50% form. Is that okay? Yes. Zygarde has been reassembled. It's Zygarde's 50% form. So let's check it out, guys. Here's our legendary Pokemon. It is only level 30, but this is a very strong Pokemon that we can definitely make very good use of. By the way, his ability is Aura Break. So if certain Pokemon have an ability that is an aura, like emits a certain type of aura that just, gives certain buffs or debuffs to a particular Pokemon, he cancels that out. So it's specifically to cancel out the Pokemon from X and Y, the cover art legendaries, Yveltal and Xerneas. So we really won't be able to use his ability too much, but his signature moves alone are just good enough anyways. Okay, so since he still is level 30, I wasn't sure if he gained levels when you upgraded him, but apparently not. We're going to put him to the front of the party in that case. And then we'll switch this up a little bit. Okay, that looks good. All right. Now, one last thing I wanted to do before we continue on to the trial up ahead where you saw me last. I'm just going to talk about a little bit more about what I was doing in between episodes while we fight that dancer in the Pony Wilds, the one that you had to challenge after defeating everyone else in the Wilds. And that is if I can remember what I did in between episodes. I think I might have already covered everything, honestly. But, and I was just going to challenge this trainer while I wasn't... I mean, I was recording this whole time just to make sure that, you know, if something bad happened, I did have it recorded. But while I was doing all this, I almost went ahead and challenged this trainer, but then remembered what kind of Pokemon she had, and I figured you guys might want to watch this, because this battle's actually kind of cool. Alright, looks like we have Endurance and Spirit. My Pokemon have plenty of Endurance and Spirit both. They also have a Focus Sash. What do you say? Will you try taking them on? I'll try. What a wonderful response. I can't wait to see just how long you'll be able to stay on your feet against me and my team. Let's find out which one of us really has the most endurance and spirit, shall we? Let's go for it. Dancer Julia. So she has 4 Pokemon. 4 pretty cool Pokemon. Of course, it's Oricorio. The dancers seem to have Oricorio. So this one is the Fire type Oricorio. And we're definitely not going to fight this with Zygarde. He's a little bit too low level right now. That's okay, though. We're going to go into Golem, for sure. Rock does 4 times damage against a Fire and Flying type, so this is definitely a good matchup here. And she goes with a Teeter Dance, so that's a little bit annoying. We're going to be confused. I think I want to just try to go through it. Let's... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a Volt Switch. It may not kill the Oricorio, but if we land the hit, then we get to switch out and remove the confusion anyways. So this is a good choice, rather than just switching out. Get to do something else. Okay, now who else would fight this pretty well? We could do Shelgon, because it has Rock Slide too. Let's do that. Okay, now we'll go with Rock Slide. All she's doing is Teeter Dance. Alright, let's hope that we can actually land our hit now. Not get hit by the confusion. Alright, nice, good. 4 times damage. I was assuming we'd finish her off. Nice, Shogun's level 48. Only 2 more levels before we have a Salamence, guys. I'm so excited for that. Alright. Now, let's see. Oricorio. I guess we could just keep up the Rock Slide. Yeah, let's do that. More Teeter Dance. Literally, that's the only move she's used this entire battle, which is really weird. I don't quite understand. Like, can't she do anything else? Oricorio knows a move. It's its signature move called Revelation Dance, which makes it do... the type of Revelation Dance is the same type of the Oricorio. So, the previous Oricorio that we just fought, it would have done fire damage. This one would do electric damage with Revelation Dance, etc., etc. Alright, now that Oricorio's down. Another Oricorio. This is the Psychic type Oricorio. I did get rid of Crunch, unfortunately, but we still have Rock Slide, so we'll still be doing good damage. And I chose to get rid of Crunch for Draco Meteor just because I noticed that we definitely were using Brick Break and Rock Slide a lot with Shelgon, but we barely used Crunch. So that's the reason I chose that one. Ooh, that actually hurt a lot. Nice, okay. That Oricorio is pretty low health now. I'm wondering if I should just switch Pokemon instead of healing. I think I may do that. Yeah, let's go into a Rangaroo. Definitely a Rangaroo because he's going to resist the Psychic type move if he's even going to use a Psychic type move. But Air Slash regardless is special move, so we have high special defense to counter that. Now we'll do a Shadow Ball because it's super effective. Ghost beats Psychic. Alright. Nice. And one last Oricorio to go. I don't think you guys have seen this one yet. It's the Ghost type Oricorio. So this is our anti-Ghost type Pokemon, so it's perfect. We're just going to end this with a never-ending nightmare. Here we go. Boo. Damage. And he's done. Oh, and hang on with the Focus Sash. Okay, so that's what she was talking about before. She has Focus Sash on her Pokemon. It makes it to where they have a chance of hanging on. Or, no, it's if they have full HP, they cannot be one-shot. So it essentially gives them the sturdy ability. Well, I'm trying to avoid using potions for this battle, so let's just go ahead and switch into Golem. And I'll just use a move with 100% accuracy. Definitely not Stone Edge. Let's just go with Thunder Punch and finish the battle up. Okay, here's Revelation Dance. So it's a Ghost type move. Yeah, wow, special attack. It does a lot of damage to Golem. He doesn't have very good special defense. Okay, level up for Golem. Alright. Yeah, so I wanted you guys to see that battle. It's kind of cool seeing all four of the Oricorios back-to-back. Plus, it gave me a chance to show you some of our new Pokemon's moves. And then, yeah, I was going to say, I think she gives us the Focus Sash. She totally does. Alright, nice. So, I may end up utilizing this Focus Sash eventually. I'm not sure when. If I know I'm going into a battle where I'm really concerned that one of my Pokemon is going to get one-shot, I can use that. Otherwise, I'll keep it in my bag for now. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to the trial site now. So I'll just see you guys there. Alright, guys. So we're back. I'm right here in the same area that we were last episode, at the end of the last episode. And this is where we lost finally. I can't believe it. I mean, we went through the whole Vast Pony Canyon, and the very last trainer bested us and took down one of our Pokemon. We almost went through the whole thing without a scratch, but live and learn, I suppose. I'm not really sure what I could have learned from that, honestly. Especially the fact that it crit during the explosion. I don't know. It was mostly bad luck, at least. Ha. Ha. Sorry, I have a bad breathing problem. I'm not very good at running. Phew. It looks like we're nearly to the altar now, aren't we, James? Let me take care of Zygarde for you. No, I want to keep him. Just kidding, I know she's fully healing us. When your Pokemon are full of energy, then a trainer can go anywhere in the world. Doesn't it seem that way? I mean, as long as you're the appropriate level for the area, yeah, I agree. Alright, let's take on the trial, guys. This is a really cool trial. Apparently, this is the very first trial of ALOLA. Like, in ancient times, this is the very first one. Faint letters can just barely be made out, carved into the ancient stone monument. Ahead lies a sacred ground of trials. None who do not take part in its trials will be allowed to walk upon this earth. Those lacking the courage to defeat the totem guarding this land will be denied entry. But those who believe in their Pokemon and walk beside them shall gain great power. There's no captain to be found, but it seems like you stand at the edge of a trial site. Are you ready to challenge the trial? You betcha! Trial start. This is our very last trial, guys. Let's do this. You feel a piercing gaze that seems to cut right through you. But from where? That's kind of creepy, huh? It's an ambush. We're being attacked by Jingmo-O. So this is the first form, like the baby form, I guess, of the pseudo-legendary of the 7th gen here in Alola. Jingmo-O. I really like this Pokemon's evolution line. This Pokemon's just really cool. Alright, so now this Pokemon is 10 levels higher than us, but I think we can just handle a Draco Meteor here, honestly. Let's give this a shot. Okay, it's doing Bide. Let's see what Draco Meteor will do here. Should be pretty good damage. Yeah. Alright, good job, Zygarde. Starting off strong. Alright. Look at those stat boosts. This is an incredibly powerful Pokemon. It's a legendary Pokemon, so it's going to have really good stats. You feel an even fiercer gaze than before. Ooh. There's a TM in here, guys. It's Dragon Claw. Very cool. That's a good move. In fact, if Zygarde can learn Dragon Claw, I would love to teach him that. Which apparently he can't. I mean, I guess he doesn't really have claws, so I suppose that makes sense. It's too bad, though, because he is mostly a physical attacker. Alright, well, let's keep going. Oh! It's another ambush! This time it's Hakamo-O. This is what Jangmo-O evolves into. Now, I think we can do the same thing here. Let's try it. Oh, he avoided the attack. That sucks. And he did a workup, so his attack went up. Let's try again. This might be able to one-shot him. It's double damage because of the super effective. Okay, that was pretty close. Considering, that was actually really good. Alright, he's just doing another workup. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do extreme speed and just finish this up here. We always hit first with extreme speed, and it was enough damage. Very good, Zygarde. Awesome. Good experience. Now, legendary Pokemon take a long time to level up. You notice that he just beat a Pokemon 9 levels higher than it, and he only got like 20% of his experience bar there. So, yes, legendary Pokemon are very strong, but it takes forever to raise them. So, I don't know. And it's not necessarily easy getting the legendary Pokemon either. You have to find a lot of Zygarde cores and cells in order to even use this Pokemon. So, in my opinion, I think this is fair. I've always thought legendary use in Nuzlocke is fair because you put the effort in catching them, and, yeah. Alright, you feel the fiercest pair of eyes imaginable drilling into you relentlessly. Whoa, that sounds really crazy. Okay, now, here comes the totem Pokemon. I'm not going to mess with Zygarde anymore. We're going to put Pisces up in the front, because Fairy is definitely the best counter against Dragon. Because, yeah, Dragon beats Dragon, but, you know, that's kind of dangerous to fight fire with fire, dragon with dragon. And then also ice beats dragon, but ice doesn't necessarily resist dragon. Fairy not only beats dragon, but also is completely immune to dragon type damage. So yeah, we're definitely going with Pisces in the front. So here we go, guys. Challenging the totem Pokemon. Yes, I will take the Z Crystal from the pedestal. Absolutely, I will. Whoa, check it out, guys. The final totem Pokemon, and truly, the final trial. Here we go, guys. This is our last chance to get a credit for our legacy eggs. This is our last trial. Versus Kommo-O. The fully evolved pseudo-legendary of the ALOLA region. Dragon and fighting type. Such a cool looking Pokemon. And its moves are really good too. However, I don't think this guy is going to be able to handle our Twinkle Tackle. Because, like, here's Sky Uppercut. And that's not much damage because we're Fairy type. And don't forget that Fairy does super effective damage against Dragon and fighting. And we're doing a Z power. I think we're going to one-shot this Totem Pokemon, guys. We have exactly what we needed. See ya! That's it? Alright, that was easy. I'm sorry, guys. I know the final trial is supposed to be challenging, but Pisces is just too good. I mean, look at him. He's amazing. That Twinkle Tackle was spot on. Komo-o hid itself somewhere in the deepest reaches of the valley. Alright. The Dragon-type Z crystal, guys. Our final trial is complete. There's not much left in the way for us becoming the champion of the ALOLA region, guys. We're almost done with this entire Nuzlocke run. We've almost beat this thing, guys. Let's do this. Well, I'm going to cut the episode here because as soon as I walk through that cave exit right there, we start a very special scene, and I hope you guys are excited for it. It's a very, very cool part of the game that we're about to start as soon as we exit here. And then immediately after that special event, we're on our way to the Pokemon League. We only have to climb a smallish mountain, and we're there. So we're super close. Alright, guys, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.